Welcome to Business Spotlight, where we share insights, reflections, and pearls of wisdom from local business owners. My name is James. I'm a business coach and facilitator, but this morning the Business Spotlight is firmly on founder and director of Signature Career Management, Emilie Gregson. Good morning to you, Emilie.
Hi, good morning, Ceri.
How are you today? All right?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you very much. Now let's get stuck straight in, if we may, please, Emilie. Tell us a little bit about Signature Career Management, please. How long has it been going and what sort of areas do you specialise in, please?
So, Signature Career Management was established in 2017. I've been in recruitment for the best part of 14 or 15 years, and I'd worked for big, large corporations, smaller businesses as well. Kind of started working my way down, thinking that I wanted to make a bit of an impact in an industry that, in general terms, is broken, in my opinion. I found that I couldn't really do that for anybody else. So I put my money where my mouth was and established Signature in the late summer of 2017. We are a business that specialised purely in FMCG recruitment and purely within sales and marketing channels within that. So we're very well networked. We cover the entire UK. We're a team of 13 people now, with big ambitions and big expansion plans to really put trust back into recruitment and become a trusted partner of many FMCG businesses in the UK.
Interesting you say that you think the recruitment industry is broken. Tell me a little bit more about your thoughts there. I'm interested in that, please, Emilie.
I'm generalising here because there are some good businesses out there, but it's a little bit old school and what I think is a bit backwards, really. It's become an industry which is very much numbers driven. It's all about KPIs. How many interviews can you get? If you've not got enough interviews, send some CVs. And it's just how much stuff can we throw at a wall and let's see what sticks. And it's not, and we're not really assessing people. You know, you can't control people. We're not selling pens here or anything like that. We're not selling anything, to be honest. And the industry has all become about numbers, KPIs. But like I say, we're not dealing with numbers. We're dealing with people and people's emotions, careers, life-changing decisions, which you can't do through a KPI spreadsheet. So that's why I feel that the recruitment industry is a bit broken and there needs to be some change that's brought to it if we can really do the value add piece that recruitment companies are quite capable of doing with the right people in place.
Okay, so are your people recognised and rewarded in different ways than standard industry metrics then?
They are. And I don't know any other business out there that does this in the world of recruitment. The vast majority, as far as I'm aware, of recruitment companies reward their team on fees and revenue that they generate, dependent on what month that kind of falls into, and they earn commission off the back of that. But the team here are rewarded on feedback, not fees. So after every assignment that we do, all candidates are contacted and a survey is sent out to them to help us to understand how they work with the consultant, the information the consultant gave to them, how they found that relationship and the communication during that process. And we also pick up the phone to the clients that we work with as well to have a similar conversation with them. So it doesn't matter how much revenue the consultants bring in. At the end of the day, if the client or the candidate is not happy, then they're not rewarded for that.
Interesting, very good. We're going to move on if that's okay.
Yeah.
Just that we're in early 2023 now. Clearly, it's been a challenging, interesting few years, big changes in the job market. How have the broader changes and specifically the job market changes affected your industry, would you say?
We haven't had a normal year yet since we set up in 2017. I'm just dying for a normal year. And I thought 2023 was going to be it, but it's not. The job market has changed, massively since COVID. For a long time now, it's been a candidate-led market, but even more so since COVID. Hybrid working has come into play, and in some ways far for the better from a flexibility perspective and the ability to attract more talent. But actually that also hinders a lot of business progression as well and career development, depending on how often you're at home, dependent on the job that you're doing. We have Gen Z, coming through now, sub 25-year-olds, and their approach to work, their thoughts about work, they've experienced COVID at a very young age, and all of a sudden world of work is totally different. So their expectations have changed. Within the FMCG industry, there's a talent shortage for sure, and I think that can be said of a lot of industries. So what we've seen is salary inflation just go nuts. So yeah, there's a lot of obstacles at the moment within this industry when it comes to recruitment, but challenges, you know, we look forward to facing into and supporting, you know, businesses and candidates alike in terms of developing their careers and business aspirations.
Okay, so plenty of changes in the industry. What specifically would you say are the current challenges for Signature Career Management?
Great question. Current challenges for us as a business, well, two things really. Number one, attracting talent to come and work for us and be a part of our journey is a challenge, and due to the type of individual we're looking to attract and our location. Secondly, the biggest challenge for us right now is just the economy, as I think a lot of businesses are finding. There's a lot of uncertainty still, certainly with cost of goods, and therefore, you know, impacting inflation. And what does that mean for businesses? And what are they recruiting? When are they recruiting? There's a lot of uncertainty, which makes everybody's life difficult. So they're the two biggest challenges we're facing into right now.
Okay, and what about moving into the future? I mean, what are your aspirations, would you say, for the business?
For Signature?
For Signature, yes.
Over the next 4.5 to 5 years, you know, we want to expand to support FMCG organisations across the supply chain, so we can kind of become a bit of a one-stop shop. So instead of us just servicing the needs of the sales and marketing departments, we can also service the needs of supply chain, procurement, logistics, moving into technical operations, how we can support, you know, the factory as well. And our vision is to become the most trusted recruitment company in the world. And I'd like to see that we are well on the way to achieving that over the course of the next 5 years as we expand our team.
Excellent. Okay. So 6 years you've been running the business, Emilie. Well, if we could move on to your reflections and lessons, if you were giving yourself some advice now, knowing what you now know after 6 years of experience running the business, what advice would you give yourself on that first day of setting up your new business, do you think?
Two things. Always remain one step ahead, because there's always going to be challenges that happen throughout the year that you're not going to be aware of, and better to be over prepared than under prepared. And the next biggest thing is all to do with people and leadership. I've learned so much over the last few years as the team has expanded, and reflecting on myself actually more so over the last 12 months and how I can be a better leader. I think I would say to myself, you know, back in the summer of 2017, calm down a little bit. Things don't have to happen now. Take time to think. Ask more questions. You know, don't be afraid of the answers that you're going to get. You know, better to have honest and transparent and open conversations and raise concerns rather than just bury your head in the sand. And always recognize that, you know, everybody comes from a good place. We all want to get on, but it's about understanding what are the team's motivations, what do they want, and how can I facilitate them, and just not trying to rush.
Excellent. And so what just building on that a little bit, what, in terms of managing the team and leading the team, what do you think are the main lessons you've learned?
I've learned that to trust others, that they can get on and they can do a job just as well as me, if not better. My way isn't always the right way. Can't believe I said that on video.
That's staying in. That's not getting edited out, Emilie.
Rule number 5, Ceri, the woman is never wrong. What was the question?
Question was about your reflections on teamwork and leadership.
Yeah, no, trust in others' ability. You know, everybody comes from a good place. place, your own growth mindset on others, and take time to understand.
Place your growth mindset on others. What an interesting phrase that is. Tell us more about what you're thinking behind that, please, Emily.
So it's allowing somebody else to see their potential. So managing somebody or leading somebody to their potential and what you actually see that they're capable of achieving. So, somebody might not be where they want to be yet, or where you want them to be either. But if you can, you're placing a growth mindset on them and you can see that they have the potential. So manage them to that potential rather than as to where they are now.
And what about, would there be any major things that you would do completely differently, knowing what you know now compared to 6 years ago?
Yes, we in 2018, no, what year was it? It was after COVID, 2021. We thought about establishing another arm to Signature Career Management, which was all about telesales and recruiting people into the business to recruit telesales staff, with the view to get them embedded into the Signature culture, move them into a bit more of a search and selection approach within Signature. It was kind of going to be our bit of a way through, if you like, to train and develop people. We did it for 4 months. It didn't work. We took our eye off the ball, and in hindsight, that shouldn't have happened, but it was a good learning for us to make you realize, actually, stick to the plan, and don't deviate from it.
Very good. Okay, well, it's been a fascinating discussion, Emily. Can we just finish off with any information or advice or offers that you've got for any of the Business Spotlight viewers, please?
All I'd say is, if anyone is interested in a career in FMCG, or anyone that's interested in a career in recruitment, then please get in touch. And for any like-minded, ambitious founders, it can be a lonely old place. So always happy to connect, network, engage, and always around to say hello.
Very good. Well, Emily, thanks ever so much for your time and contribution today, and all the very best with your business.
Thank you.